Hello my dear students, welcome to your science class. In the previous online class, the discussion of all the answers of chapter number 14, the art, was over. Today we will do revision, but before that, if you have not written all the answers of chapter number 14, then do mail me. I'll provide the link of the video in your next online class. Yes? So, now let us start our revision. We will start revision from chapter number 8 only, as because up to chapter number 10 we did before midterm. Yes? And the next part, that means part B, we will need for annual examination. So we will start revising from chapter number 8. Yes. First, let us know what we learned from chapter number 8. We learned about feathers, how birds fly, about the beaks of birds, feet and claws of different kinds of birds, and also about different nests, of different birds. As it is a revision class, so we will not discuss in details. Yes, we will just do point-wise revision. Around us we see many birds, and the sizes, their body shapes, their body color are all different. But there is one common thing, is what? Birds have two eyes, one beak, and two wings and two legs along with claws, and their bodies are covered with different color feathers. Yes, and seeing the feather we can name that bird. Yes, and birds are the only creatures on the earth whose bodies are covered with feathers. Do remember it. Yes, there are three types of feathers birds have: body feather, which cover bird's body; down feather, which are small, soft and fluffy, that keep the birds warm; and flight feather, which help the bird to fly. And flight feathers are present on tail and wings of a bird. Yes, and next topic it is, how do birds fly? Yes, we know that birds fly with the help of their wings, right? And see, in this picture it is shown clearly, right? Wings of birds are attached to its body with help of muscles, and those muscles help the wings to move. Yes, and also the boat shaped body also help them to fly in air. Yes, and the wings of birds move in two ways, upstroke and downstroke. See, it is upstroke and it is downstroke. Yes, and what is the need of the tail? The tail of a bird helps it to change direction during flying. But some birds are there which cannot fly, like penguin, ostrich, all those. Yes? Okay. Next, moving to beaks. All birds have beaks. Yes, but they don't have teeth. Yes, and what is the function of beak? That using the beak, a bird catch its food and eat it. And depending upon the food that a bird eats, there are different kinds of beaks in different kinds of birds. Birds like sparrow, pigeon, peacock, they have short, hard and strong beaks so that they can crush seeds and grains that they eat. And in case of birds like eagle, vulture, hawk, okay, there we know that they are carnivores, right? So they have strong, sharp and hooked beaks so that they can tear the flesh of their prey. And hummingbird, sunbird, they have long and pointed beaks to drink nectar from flowers. And water birds, okay, they have broad and flat beaks with two tiny holes on either side. And what is the function of these holes? The holes allow muddy water to flow out, leaving the insects and plants inside the beak. Yes. So the main function of beak in a bird, it is what? It helps the bird to eat. We all have seen parrot, right? Parrot has short and carved beak so that they can crack nuts and seeds. And woodpecker has strong, pointed and chisel-like beak to make holes in tree trunks and pull out insects. And hopi has long, slender and pointed beak to pull out insects from flowers and holes in the ground. So these are the different kinds of beaks present in different kinds of birds. Next, moving to feet and claws. We all know that birds have 2 feet with claws. Okay, and they use their feet to walk, hop and or swim. And also using feet, birds catch and hold their food also. Now we are going to recall that we learned about different types of feet with different claws. And depending upon the feet and claws, birds are classified as perching birds, flesh-eating birds, okay, scratching birds, climbing birds, like that. We are going to learn about them one by one. Perching birds are what? Like pigeon, sparrow, crow, all those, okay. They sit on trees or wires. Perching means to hold branches or wires and sit over them. They hold the branches or wires, okay, with their claws, and they have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. That means 4 toes. Yes. And flesh-eating birds like eagle, vulture, owl have very sharp and carved claws. Their claws are called what? Talons. Okay. And talons are used to catch their prey. Scratching birds like hens, okay, they use their claws to scratch and dig the ground to find worms so that they can eat, right? And climbing birds, what? They use their toes to climb trees, as for example woodpecker, parrot. Yes, they have 2 toes pointing in upward direction, okay, and 2 pointing in downward direction. Yes, and these toes help them to hold onto trees and climb up. Yes. Now, next about wading birds. Okay, wading birds have long legs, okay, with spread out toes like this, okay, spread out. That means there is much gap between 2 toes. Yes, and wading means what? To walk through water. Their toes help them to walk through water in search of food. Now, next is about swimming birds. Okay, swimming birds, they have webbed feet. Yes, like ducks and swans. Yes. And what is the function of webbed feet? That while swimming, okay, their feet help them to push water. Okay. Now next, moving to the next topic, nest of birds. As we have home, okay, birds also have homes, right? Their homes are called what? Nest. Yes. Birds build nests using grass, leaves, thread, twigs and cotton. They make their nest on trees, on the ground or on terrace. There they lay their eggs and keep their eggs warm till they hatch. After hatching, baby birds rest in the nest till they are big enough to fly alone. Okay, and birds feed their young ones and protect from their enemies. Yes, and different kinds of birds make different types of nest. Okay, here in this picture, the nest of a sparrow is shown. Okay, here a tailor bird's nest. Okay, a woodpecker's nest. Next, here the nest of a weaver bird is shown, and here the nest of eagles and vultures. Yes, as we learned that all birds make nests, right? But there is one exception. Cuckoo, they do not make their own nest. Okay, they lays eggs in crow's nest, and when the baby grows, they just flew from there. Yes, okay, so these are the main points of chapter number 8. With this we are going to conclude today's class. In our next class, the answers of short questions of chapter number 8 we will discuss again. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone.